I think this has been a wonderful workshop. We've got on top of the science, we've looked at the education, we've looked at what needs to go onto the web page, and you know what, this is a regional shared program, and very important in this is that we've developed the teams and the team spirit that's going to carry us forwards.
So we have partnered with WIOMSA, the Western Indian Ocean Marine Science Association, and we are helping to coordinate this international project with a bunch of other African countries. So we have 6 African countries, Kenya, Madagascar, Mauritius, Mozambique, Tanzania and Seychelles, and then South Africa is the 7th country. And we are basically trying to establish how much litter we have flowing down rivers and into the ocean and washing up on beaches, and then use that information that we collect to basically inform ways to reduce the litter, identify problem items, we'll identify potential sources of litters, and then we'll basically use that information to guide ways to reduce those items or litter in general. And then we'll keep on monitoring, and we'll keep on doing these types of surveys that we're doing, and just seeing if the changes that we're trying to implement are making an actual difference. Are we seeing differences in the amount of litter we're finding over the years as we go on with our monitoring?
This project brings countries with limited capacity, limited experience in terms of marine litter research, together with countries like South Africa that have done enormous work on marine litter. So through this, countries that have never done anything, they get the training, the experience to do it.
You know, these kind of projects have got 2 benefits. One is the kind of goals that we've been talking about in terms of collecting useful information that feeds into policy decisions and so on. But just generally, they create awareness around the problem. And if we want to solve this problem, we have to change human behavior.
So today we're actually on one of our beach sites of our monitoring projects. So what we do is every 3 months we come on this site every day for like 10 days, and we collect all the pieces of marine litter we can find. So we want to understand how much of the plastic is coming on the beach, and what we're doing, especially today. So we've got all these guests from the different countries, and we're making sure that we are collecting the data exactly the same way. So we walk the same pattern at the same pace. We're picking up the same size of pieces. So we should be able to compare not only the sites in each country, but also now in every country and every site.
Nipafigure is really excited to be part of the WIOMSA Marine Litter Monitoring Program. It gives us a chance to be able to collaborate with scientists and researchers, and to also have that regional collaboration to just understand the extent of the problem and work together to find appropriate solutions for our local context, so that the decision makers at higher government levels can actually put sustainable waste management practices to reduce the impact of marine litter.
By collecting data in exactly the same way in all the different regions, we have comparable information, and by doing it in a rigorous way, we can be sure that the differences we're picking up are as a result of what's happening in the environment and not just because of the way people are collecting the data. And one of the really crucial things is to be able to say whether the measures that we're taking are actually having a difference, and that's why the kind of program that WIOMSA is setting up, looking at establishing monitoring programs to determine how much plastic is flowing into the sea is really important.
And this is why we're doing this research, to look at really what is the extent of the marine litter pollution problem in the country, identifying all the sources, looking at the hotspots, and also understanding some of the socio-economic factors leading to this problem.
So from this workshop, which has provided the platform, we can now share our information, we can work together, we can be synchronized. And what is important is that since this is one of the first regional and possibly the only regional type of program in the world with many nations working together, we're in a position to go forwards, sharing data and setting the trends in terms of science and the multidisciplinary approach of linking it to education, the socio-economics, the economics, and what people want of the future. So to all of you, a huge thank you, and I look forward to the next steps and working with you in the future.